Right then, mate. I have been really looking forward to recording this podcast because we are going to do a Chelsea all-time 11 player draft, aren't we? Can you explain, because I didn't actually know exactly what a draft meant. Can you explain what the draft means to
Absolutely. So in very simple terms, if you pick a player, so let's say, for example, you pick John Terry, I can't pick John Terry. So we're going to go through and we're going to pick our first 11 of all-time Premier League players. And then if you pick a certain player, I can't have him in my team. Right. So we're going to basically build two unbelievable 11s of Chelsea greats, but we can't have the same players. So it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy at all. What formation are we going with?
I think in terms of Chelsea formations, you have to go for 4-3-3. We've won some unbelievable matches, unbelievable tournaments with this formation. I actually feel this was the golden era of Chelsea. So I'm very happy to go with 4-3-3.
I'm happy to go for 4-3-3. Here's the thing that I need to work out in my head, right? I was thinking we were going to go through it and go goalkeeper, right back, centre back. But you have suggested a more interesting way of doing this.
Well, I think what's more fun is if it's a bit more tactical. Because I think if we just go through goalkeepers and it's like basically we're going to end up with very predictable teams. Whereas if we go for players that we really, really want straight away, that's where it gets very exciting. Because we all know, mate, there's some players that we're desperate to have in our teams.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Bolo Zenden.
Yeah. What player? Mario Melchior?
Yeah, Celestine Babiaro.
Yes,
I'll tell you what, though. Celestine Babiaro at left back.
Mate, I'm going to also try and give you a few shouts that are honourable mentions into these teams that neither of us are going to pick, but I feel deserve a little shout out. But I think we should get straight into it. I think the fairest way to do it, to start, is a rock, paper, scissors. So who goes first?
That's a good shout.
Are you an expert at rock, paper, scissors?
Do you rock, paper, scissors or rock, paper, scissors, water bomb, fire?
I thought this was something else.
Yeah, well, leave that for the other channel. Yeah. Okay, come on in. Let's just go.
So what we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then go. You ready?
Yeah, you ready?
Ready?
Rock,
1, 2,
paper,
3,
scissors.
go.
Fuck, both scissors.
1, 2,
paper,
3,
scissors.
go. Okay, right.
I won that. Scissors cuts through paper.
So this is the way it goes. You're going to pick first, but then I get 2 picks, then you get 2 picks, then I get 2 picks. That's the way it works.
Why do you get 2 picks?
That's the way the draft system works.
Why do you get 2 picks?
Because if I have then 1 pick, then you'll have 2 picks after that.
What? So we get 2 picks each?
Yes, after the first pick.
Okay, cool.
Right, go. So you got the first pick.
Okay. So with my first pick, I am going with John Terry.
Why have you gone John Terry, Joey?
Captain, leader,
legend. Yeah.
Don't need to say any more.
Pretty unbelievable career, didn't he? What was your highlight of John Terry's Chelsea tenure?
The full kit wanker.
Yes.
I quite like the full kit wanker.
Yes.
Highlight, Jack. Do you know what? Like, there's so many moments. There really is so many moments.
Yeah. Barcelona header.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what was the one for me.
Go on.
I always speak about this, but I think any long-time watchers of the channel or any hardcore fans of the channel will know that my favourite Chelsea match ever that I've been in attendance for, let's see how well you know me, was...
Tell me.
See if you can guess it.
I don't know. Tell me.
Chelsea against Napoli, 4-1 in the Champions League. John Terry scored in that match. You couldn't have picked better goal scorers.
Yeah.
Drogba.
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah.
Lampard.
Yeah.
Who scored the fourth?
So this is interesting because I've done my research on this game because it was a very important game for a particular player. It's Ivanovic that scored the last goal. He scored the winner.
Yeah.
In the 115th minute or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was late on.
What a buzz that was. Yeah. That game, unreal.
Brano, what a player.
Yeah,
interesting.
Interesting. He might pop up. Go on then, who you having? Let me guess. You're having Lamp.
My first one I'm going to go for, and I think you're going to be surprised about this to a degree, is I don't think the striker options are as dense as you think. So I'm actually going to go for Didier Drogba.
I knew you would.
So Didier Drogba is my first one. He scored in 17 finals total in his career, 14 finals for Chelsea. He scored some unbelievable goals in those finals. Some highlights for me, the Everton goal, the spinner, unbelievable for that. He's just an unbelievable player. He gave me one of the best moments of my entire life when he banged in that header in Munich. I was there, travelled down, drove from London. Like, that was definitely one of the best moments of my life. And I'll never, ever forget that for Didier. And yes, Lampard was an unbelievable player, and that's why he's going to be my second pick.
You're a wanker, mate. You're an absolute wrong one. Can't believe
so then
you.
I'll go for Lampard in the middle of midfield. The way that I'm structuring my three in midfield, by the way, is I'm going to have an out-and-out defensive midfield, and I'm going to have two CMs.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lampard is going in as one of my
Lampard
CMs.
on the right hand side of that.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we'll have him on the right.
Okay,
we'll have him on the
go
right for the graphic. What? I got 2 picks now. Yeah,
you got 2 picks.
Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Then I am gonna go for my 2 picks, and I'm just trying to think now because this is the reason why the draft is important, right? Because obviously. We're in competition right now.
We are, yeah. Because we're gonna at the end of this video, the comments are gonna decide who's got the best team.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So really, I want to hurt you right now.
Yeah, you got to hurt me.
So there's no point me going with someone who I'm unsure whether you would have picked or not. So I think the obvious option as my first draft pick will be I will go with Peter Cech.
You're mad for There's a play that you've missed out here that's obvious, and there aren't many other options. But fair enough. If you're happy to go for Petr Cech...
No, but I get 2 picks now.
You do.
Well, then I don't think there is.
Okay. Go on.
Oh, fuck. I've got 2 picks here, yeah?
Yeah, you got 2 picks.
No, fuck Cech. I'm
no,
fucking
you
off.
can't. You've said it.
No.
The comments will say, once you've said it, it's down, it's in writing now. You fucked it.
Oh,
no. Do you know what? Come on. Petr Cech is a good pick.
Don't try and sell me in because you know there's other. Fucked it. I know the 2 I should have gone with.
I feel like you needed to say. Fair enough. You've given a legend there, and he is part of the spine. Let's be honest. Those 4 that we've named here are the spine of Chelsea Football Club. They are. So I understand why you've done it. You've gone a bit early on the goalkeeper.
Fuck.
I'll tell you what.
All right.
Oh no! I'll tell you what. I'll give you one. I'll let you change this one.
What I can remove Peter Cech.
I'll let you remove Petr Cech for this one opportunity, but this is your only trump card in the entire draft.
Okay, so you want my 2 players, yeah?
Go on.
Ashley Cole, Eden Hazard.
You're a disgrace.
I was so
surprised you didn't say Hazard first.
Yeah. But before we get into all that, I want to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsors, Manscaped. Summer is fast approaching, and if you want to look as good and as well groomed as I know you've been thinking I look, you need to head to Manscaped. And the good news keeps on coming because there is a link in the description to this video. Once you hit that link, you need to use the discount code JOEYKNIGHT. That will get you 20% off plus free shipping. And my go-to with Manscaped has and always will be the Performance Package 5.0. Now, I know you guys watch for the Chelsea content, but let's have it right. You also watch for the facial hair. You like the way it's groomed. You like the way the tash just cuts off over the lip. And how do I do that? It's all in the Performance Package, my friend. First up in the Performance Package is the Lawn Mower 5.0. That is your go-to for all your body hairs. And the best news is it is waterproof. So not only can you have a sing in the shower, you can now have a shave in the shower. But what about those places that are a little bit harder to get to? I am talking the nostrils. I am talking the ears. Well, for that, you have the Weed Whacker 2.0. And after we use that, we are going to dip back into the Performance Package and pull out the Crop Soother Ball Aftershave Lotion, which means you can say goodbye to your chafing because this will keep you smooth and fresh all day. Not only that, but the Performance Package 5.0 also comes with a complimentary pair of lovely Manscaped boxers. Here's what you need to do. Hit the link in the description. It's going to take you to the Manscaped website. Once you are at checkout, put in my discount code JOEYKNIGHT for 20% off and free shipping. It does not get better than that. So make sure this summer you are well groomed and you are groomed by Manscaped. What are you thinking, Ashley Cole?
I presume Hazard is going on the left.
I'll have Hazard on the left wing, please, mate.
Yeah, Hazard on the left. So you basically completed your left-hand side into 2 players there.
Completed it, mate. Left-hand side, completed, mate.
Cashley.
I'd love to get him on the podcast.
I'd love to get Ashley on the podcast as well. I'd love to get Eden on the podcast, can I just say?
He's a good friend of his best mates and Nor's brother.
He is. And he's also just relaxing at the moment, isn't he? He's just having a few beers, playing a bit of football here and there. It was great. Great.
Sounds like my life. Having a few beers, playing a bit of football here and there.
Eden has his best goal for Chelsea.
Arsenal.
I love the Arsenal one. I love the Liverpool one.
The Liverpool one was great. The West Ham one was phenomenal.
Yeah. Did he score the Spurs goal as well? Yeah.
2-2.
That was unbelievable goal.
Could be the Spurs one, And
for me, it was the
do you know
Arsenal
what?
one,
Do you know what? Just for the childish side of me, it's the Spurs one.
Yeah.
Because actually, it's not even it is a great goal to be sort of falling and to be able to hit that in the corner is unreal. But at the same time, what did it mean? It meant everything. But it actually meant nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you go on about when we will describe the player that Eden Hazard was, that's not the goal we show because that goal doesn't sum up his playing style. But the goal against West Ham, the goal against Arsenal, the goal against Liverpool, they're the goals that show what Eden Hazard was 100 years from now, But the Tottenham goal doesn't, but for me, it's still my favourite one. So, there you go. Go on then, you got 2 picks now,
You've stumped me now because I definitely wanted to get Hazard in my team.
Oh, you shouldn't have been...
And you've got lucky with
Drogba then, should you?
With Ashley. I have got Lamps and Drogs, so I'm happy with those 2. I feel like
you should go with Czech. Surely you got 2 picks.
I feel like I've got to go for Czech.
Yeah.
I feel like Czech is the one that we definitely need to go in, and I think the goalie options are weak. And then I'm also looking at other wingers. I'm looking at other centre mids. It's tough. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for Petr Cech in goal, and then I'm going to go for one that I don't think you'd expect.
Well,
here.
I can tell you, I always know where you're going to go, so I can tell you where you're going to go.
Go on.
You're going to go with a central defensive midfielder.
Okay.
And the reason I'm not that bothered is, mate, there's 2 names in there that I can give or take. I can have either.
Yeah.
Either's fine.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go for, and to be honest with yourself, I already know. I know what you'll do. You're going to go Petr Cech and you're going to go N'Golo Kante.
So this is really interesting, actually, because I wasn't going to go for a DM at all.
Were you not?
I wasn't.
What
I was going to go. I'm going to go higher up. I'm going to go attacking player, and I'm going to go for a legend that I think is really underrated.
No,
really underrated for Chelsea. Really underrated.
Who?
Willian. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Why are you happy with that?
You don't need to know.
Why are you happy with that?
None of
Are you going to name another one? So look, I think Willian might have come out slightly early here, and let me explain my reasoning why. Mm-hmm. He is up there in all-time appearances for Chelsea. I think he's in the top 30 for all-time appearances for Chelsea. And I think if we didn't have someone as unselfish as Willian on the other side of an Eden Hazard, I don't know if Eden would have been as imperious as he was. And I think the link up between those two was exquisite. I think he got basically 130 odd goal contributions for Chelsea in his time, Willian.
That is crazy.
And some of the goals were just exquisite. There was the one against Brighton where it links up with Michy Batshuayi and Eden Hazard, slots it bottom corner. And the reason why I'm also going for this is I think there are, as you say, a glut of options in the midfield. And I feel there are quite a few options in defence. But I'm looking at right wingers here. I don't think there are that many options on the right wing,
No.
I think you're going to really struggle with the right wing.
I don't think I am.
Okay, right.
But
so let me go for that.
Can I ask, why else do we love Willian?
Go on.
Why?
Because he didn't go to Spurs?
Turn down Tottenham. Turn down Spurs.
Do you think that's a bit early to pull out Willian there?
Listen, if you want to pull out a Willian, I'm not going to tell you how early you should be pulling in or out a Willian.
In the pantheon of greats, I've just put Willian in the top.
Hold on. Reload. Rewind. The what?
The pantheon.
Mate, you are
just
filthy.
Come here for quality.
You are filthy.
You love it.
You are literally.
You love it.
I don't know how you don't crash your car on the way here because I know, right? I know when you're at the wheel of that car, you're not looking at the road. You are nose deep in a thesaurus. Pulling out all the vocab. I'll tell you what, dear. I am smarter for knowing you. That is one
Bullshit.
thing.
You're a clever man. Do you know what really annoys me, actually? Joey does himself a real disservice in these videos where he says he's not intelligent at all. And I'm going to blow smoke up his ass for 2 quick seconds here. This guy's got an unbelievable... This guy's got an unbelievable memory. He's got the wit of a stand-up comedian and he says that he's not intelligent. I don't get it.
You've just named...
Can you stop putting yourself down?
You've just named a load of special needs traits. I used to... do you know what it is, yeah? I'll tell you something funny, right?
Yeah.
When I was at school, I was always under the impression, because this is what my teacher said to me, that the things that I was good at were going to get me nowhere in life. I always got told that Getting in fights was not going to get me anywhere in life. And talking a load of shit was not going to get me anywhere in life.
Look what happened.
Look at the life I've built for myself.
Is that a lesson to say to people? Just don't listen to what your teachers say and just get on with it. Because we got a couple of lads that are watching that are at school right now and probably dealing with the same issues.
Well, I mean, if they're at school right now and they're watching this podcast, then they're already not listening to what their teachers are saying.
Better to listen to us than the teachers, to be fair.
There you go.
Yeah. Right, we need to go on to your team, mate. I've got
2 picks now, yeah?
You've got JT, you've got 2 picks. You've got JT, Ashley and Hazard currently.
Okay, cool.
Who else are you going to add in?
Right, okay, cool. JT, Ashley, Hazard. So that means in my midfield at the minute, I've got no one. So
You've got
really...
no midfielders.
Okay. Right. In that case, my friend, I am going to go. So obviously there was on the right-hand side of my midfield, I said not like right mid, but the right of the 3, I would have been going for Frank Lampard. So then I'm looking and I'm thinking, right, okay, who do I go with here? And there are some names. There are some names I have written down. Could have gone with maybe Cesc Fabregas there.
I love Cesc.
Underrated Chelsea player.
So underrated.
Unreal Chelsea player. Could have maybe gone with Juan Mata there, and maybe I might pull...
Bit further forward one, I'd say.
Maybe I might pull the Mata card out the bag at some point, but I'll tell you who I'm going with. Rude Gullit.
Rude Gullit?
Yeah, midfield.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He wasn't in my top 5 Chelsea midfielders in this position.
Yeah, but you are I'm going to tell you something now, and you're not going to like this, but this is God's honest truth.
Go on.
Rude Gullit was much better for Chelsea than Michael Ballack.
No, I'm not going to have Ballack in there. Ballack wasn't in there.
No, I know you've got in there.
Okay.
You'll have Essien in there. But okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go Rude Gullit there.
Okay, I like that.
Rude
what I like about that as well is I feel like I've gone very heavy on the modern day. And I haven't, just for clarity for everyone right now, I'm only like picking players that I've seen and I've watched an extensive amount of. So, your Chopper Harris's, your Benetti's, they're not in my picks because I haven't seen that much.
Yeah, I'm doing the same, to be fair. I actually do remember Rude Gullit playing for Chelsea.
There you go. So I think that's fair.
Okay. And then for my second pick, this is the thing, there's certain positions, like let's say, for example, you've picked Drogba. So yes. I know that in your team now, he's not going to come up. You're not going to pick Diego Costa. And maybe that's who I'm going to have as my 9, but I'm not in an immediate rush.
This is the beauty of it.
Because of the format to even pick him now. So now I'm thinking, right, who might you want? And this is where I'm going with this. So in terms of who you might want now, I feel like you are way more of a Kante man than you are a Makelele man.
That's very presumptive.
Presumptive.
You're presuming that I'm going for Kante over Makelele. Very interesting.
Well, I know you are.
Well, if you're thinking about DMs though, isn't Makelele the better DM?
Yeah.
So, and I'm putting Kante in a DM role.
Don't try and mind fuck me. Don't even try and mind fuck me, mate.
I think between Makelele and Kante, I'm happy to actually have either in my team. That's what I'm leaving those to the end because I don't mind.
And what about Essien?
Well, don't worry about Essien.
I don't even really want Essien, but I know you want him.
Go on, if you want him, put him in.
No, I'm having Kante.
Okay, interesting. So are you classing Kante as your DM?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Kante's going in as his DM. Okay.
Although...
No, you said it. You said it now.
Yeah, no,
you said it, and you don't have any more.
I'm just saying for balance, I need someone creative now.
Oh, you need someone very creative
in that
now.
midfield. I do, yeah. With
really
Rude Gullit and Kante in there.
You
Yeah,
really
go on
do.
in.
You really do. Okay, so to follow up on that, I feel like I do have to now go Makelele as the holding midfielder.
Okay, fair.
So I'm going to go for Makelele as the holder. I just thought he was quality. I mean, to have a role named after you tells you everything you need to know about how good this guy was. And do you think we actually sleep on him now, like how good he actually was? Like, do you think now we look back on it and we go, oh yeah, we had Kante. Kante was better. Was it Makelele just as good as Kante? In the specific role that Makelele did, he was unselfish.
Yeah, but Kante played in that same role, just brought more to it. So when you go, they're different players. No, they are. Of course they're different players. But at the same time, it's like Kante played in that role. And like anything with football over the years, roles and styles of play progress. And Kante was the man that moved it out of the Makelele era almost. But yeah, Makelele, Great player. Unreal player for Chelsea.
I loved watching him play. And that penalty where he misses it and then scores is a classic Chelsea moment that I'll never forget. Shit. Tell me. I don't know.
Charlton.
I would have never said Charlton in a million years.
Yeah.
Was that in a league game?
Yeah, it was when we... Someone in sex, I was
yeah.
It was...
Makes a change from, us, doesn't
it? It was once we'd already clinched the title and we give him the penalty. Sympathy penalty, really.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he scored the next season from open play.
Yeah,
so,
fair play.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I've just got to get this guy in now.
You could
I've got
fuck
to go,
my
I've got to just put this guy in
here.
now. I've just got to put him in. I don't actually even care whether you're going to select him or not.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got to put this guy in.
Lenny Pidgley.
It's Lenny Pidge. It's Dave.
Yeah?
I've got to put Dave in. Why are you so happy about that? Yeah.
Sweet.
Why are you so happy about that?
Sweet.
Because Dave is probably the best right back we've ever had at Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's won everything to win.
Yeah.
He's actually the highest non-English appearance maker for Chelsea.
God, you think he was English with a name like Dave?
Yeah, exactly. You really would do. I mean, he was there for 11 years. He's won every single title there is to win.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. So I'm going in there. I don't see why you're so happy about
because what makes him our greatest right back of all time, I'd say of all time, of our lifetime, is his accolades, his achievements.
Yeah.
But I would argue that in a one-off match, if you offered me him or Reece James, and both are fit and available.
Joking.
No, I'm not joking. No, I'm not joking.
Mate, you think about this before you say it. Think about other right back options that you could be putting in this team. What? Before you say Reece James.
Ivanovic. Yeah. Okay. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna have Reece James.
No. He hasn't done enough for Chelsea over Dave. Not yet.
So?
Not yet.
My pick. I'm having Reece James.
No, you're not.
I am because
well that makes my life a lot easier actually.
Okay, cool. Right. Okay. Well then.
So that's your pick now. You're gonna go straight to the right back, get Reece in.
Yeah, I'd have Reece.
Fuck me, you've got a very good defence.
And then
you've got a very good defence.
And then, my friend, I need a bit of creativity.
You really do.
I need a bit of creativity. I need it in the middle of the park.
You really do.
Tell you one man who did a lot of the time play in the middle of the park. However,
Oscar.
As time, I was actually at that Juve match when Oscar took it on a turn and scored. I was there.
I wish he'd stayed.
2-2 that game was. But
really
yeah, I wish he had stayed. But a man who may not have played here, but I do think as the years would have gone on, this is where we would have seen him almost Bernardo Silva-esque. As my creative midfielder on the left-hand side, I'm going to have Gianfranco Zola.
Fuck off! You can't put him there.
I can.
You can't. Zola is 100% a striker. At very least, he's a number 10. You can't put him in your midfield. I'd let you put him on a wing. You can't put him in midfield.
I can put him in midfield.
He's not a midfielder.
He was.
Mate, the comments are going to destroy you for putting him in midfield. You can't. Speak to the comments and explain why he's a midfielder.
All right, I'll have him on the right wing then.
That's such a cheat. You're a disgrace. You should be embarrassed.
I still need to find a little creative midfielder in there though. That's gonna make stuff happen for us.
Well, that's interesting because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna fuck you over. I'm gonna go straight for Cesc Fabregas.
Ah, you fucker. You horrible bastard.
I'm gonna go, mate. My midfield is that's
read out your
unbelievable.
team so far to us.
So check Dave, Makelele, Cesc, Lampard in the midfield, Willian on the right, Drogba through the middle. That's fucking great. That's really great. And then just to fuck you even more, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna whack Juan Mata on the left hand side.
Sweet, cool.
So there you go.
Have him.
I'm going to go Juan Mata on the left-hand side.
Loved Juan Mata, by the way. Absolutely legend.
I don't know why you're so happy. 2-time player of the season for Chelsea, wasn't he?
Yeah, great player.
He was brilliant for us. Yeah. Scored some great goals. Left too soon.
Yeah. Do you remember when Villas-Boas used to sub Mata on, and if I wasn't wearing my glasses, I'd be like, which one's which, mate? Probably the one in the suits, probably Villas-Boas. But yeah. That's all right, because I'm picking my boy. He's going in the midfield. He's going to make some solo runs. He's going to do some step overs. He's going to take a lot of men out the game, and he's probably going to carry on playing until the age of about 70 years old in pub teams, absolutely tearing it up.
It is.
And that is Joey Cole.
You've cheated again.
You've cheated again.
Joey Cole is a winger in this team, and you've cheated, but it's fine. I love how you basically just pick your favourite players, and regardless of the positions, you just put them wherever you want. Like, Zola is 100% a striker. Joey Cole definitely is 100% a left winger, and you chose Eden Hazard.
Mate, there is no
chose the formation.
Use crying over spilt milk.
You chose the formation.
Well, let's see. Let's see at the end of the video who people think would win.
Right. So have you just done your 2 plays? Is it my turn now?
It's your turn.
Right,
Can you just tell me, just so I can think while you're doing this, what are the positions I'm missing?
You need a goalkeeper, a centre-back and a striker.
Okay, cool.
Right, so my 2 now. So what I need now are basically 2 centre-backs and a left-back. Mm-hmm. All right. So should we go straight to? We'll go straight to centre backs. Do you know what's interesting? I watched a lot of videos about this, and I saw a lot of people talking about best centre backs for Chelsea. A lot of people had Carvalho in our best centre backs.
Yeah, but it was only really like 2 seasons, wasn't it?
I don't. He wouldn't be in my list of.
And he was unreal, by the way.
He was unreal,
absolutely unreal, Ricardo Carvalho. But at the same time, it's like he was better than Paulo Ferreira.
Yeah,
but like. Paulo Ferreira's lack of longevity, which is ironic because actually he was at the club for years, but because he was only really in the starting lineup for a couple of seasons, his lack of longevity is the reason why he doesn't always make the discussion in these type of videos.
Yeah.
So Ricardo Carvalho had longevity in his career, obviously went off to Real Madrid, but at Chelsea, what did he do it for us for 2-3 seasons?
I think it was that. So he didn't win the Champions League. Don't know if he won a European trophy either. Don't think he did.
Wouldn't have won any European trophy with us.
So that tells you everything you need to know. I think for me, I'm looking at individual accolades, but I'm also looking at what they won at Chelsea. Like, were they involved in the Champions League final? Were they involved in the Europa League final? Were they involved in the second Champions League final?
Are you going Kale?
So
you're going Kale.
It's interesting you mentioned that because I've got a few options at centre backs, but I did look back on Cahill's career. And I think Cahill does deserve a shout in this team, you know.
Can I just tell you something?
Go on.
You know how you told me, well, you didn't say this, but you know how we were sort of alluding to maybe signing players from clubs below us or whatever wasn't the most appealing when they weren't standout stars. We signed Gary Cahill from Bolton, mate.
We did.
And look at what he done for us.
But I feel that was almost like a John Stones-esque moment, wasn't it? Like, I look at Gary Cahill and John Stones in a very similar vein. Do you think that's unfair to either person?
No,
I think I think
Gary Cahill had more goal scoring qualities than John Stones.
Yeah, fair enough. And then John Stones probably had more like midfield ball-playing quality than Gary Cahill. I'm actually torn here because I'm torn to go whether
nothing like I used to cry.
Do I go with Ivanovic
Conversation has run dry
or Cahill?
Great song. Sorry. I love Ivanovic or Cahill?
Yeah,
Ivanovic was good as a centre back.
He was, but I still think of him more as a right back. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go for Gary Cahill as my first centre back, and then I'm gonna actually go left back, and I'm gonna whack straight in Marcus Alonso.
Okay, cool.
So those are the 2 that I'm gonna go for: Cahill and Alonso.
I'm just gonna tell you now, yeah, right. Goals win you games, but defences win you tournaments and titles. And at the moment, my defence is pissing all over yours because my
midfield makes your midfield look like a pub team.
Nah, mate. Nah. I am going to stick in the... Oh, let's think about this. You getting your pen there, was you? I am going to stick... This would have been an unreal partnership to have seen. And obviously, we had a World Cup winner, Marcel Desailly, in our defence when we were kids. And an honour to have him playing at Stamford Bridge. But we did see him alongside John Terry, didn't we?
Yep.
And there's one man we never had the pleasure and the privilege of seeing line up in a centre-back pairing with JT.
I know.
And it is Thiago Silva. My defence so far has Reece James, John Terry, Thiago Silva and Ashley Cole, and you think you're coming up with a better team than me?
You've completed the defence. I'll give that to you. You haven't got a striker and your midfield is weak.
All right, so I've got one more pick now, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck it, midfield's not weak.
Your midfield is weak.
Kante, Joe Cole and Ruud Gullit.
Mate, compared to Makelele, Cesc and Lampard, I'm winning that midfield battle. but I'll give you the defense. My defense is looking shaky.
Yeah.
But I have got checking behind them, so that's all right.
Goalkeeper's only as good as the defence in front of him, mate.
Yeah, but Petr was unbelievable. Did have the 15-goal season.
Okay. So
in that 15-goal season, he did have Paulo Ferreira right back.
So I've got up top Hazard
and Zola.
Which
you cheated your way into, by the way.
Not having that.
Yeah.
So I can pick.
You should have had Pedro.
So what can I pick now? I can pick a striker.
Yeah, striker.
Or I can pick a goalkeeper. That's it. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Striker. I don't know. I just don't know where I want to go with it.
Because you could have Jimmy Floyd.
Yeah, and I prefer Jimmy Floyd.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But is he better than a Prime Costa, which is what we got? We got Prime Costa. And Prime Costa only had an actual shelf life of what? 3-4 years prime?
Yeah.
Where Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's shelf life was longer than that. You know, he was doing it Leeds before Chelsea. You've done a bit of Middlesbrough after, but I think a Prime Costa strikes a bit more fear into you than Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, doesn't he? And for that reason, I'm going to go with Costa.
Interesting. I love Jimmy so much. And I do think that Zola should have been classed as a striker as well. But Jimmy, for me, was absolutely brilliant. So fair enough. I understand why you've gone for Costa. Shall I go for another one now?
Do you get one now or two?
I only get one because I only got one player
And
to
what
fit in my
position
team.
is it?
Centre-back.
Centre-back, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I tell you who I think you're going to go with then?
Yeah.
Has no one chose Carvalho yet?
No one's chosen Carvalho.
Okay. So, you've got the standouts are Carvalho,
Yeah.
Desai.
Yeah.
Am I forget Rudiger?
I've got
League winner.
I've got David Luiz in there as well. As an option.
Yeah, I'm not going to... Yeah, I think part of me wanted to go like that, and then I'm thinking, nah, do you know what? You get some criticism, but for Chelsea, it was good, man.
I mean, David Luiz was playing in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
When we won it.
Yeah.
Against Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And he also was in the squad, I believe, for that Europa League final, actually, as well. So, yeah. I think
he was also in the Brazil team that got done 7-1.
Yeah, but he's won big trophies for Chelsea. He beat Arsenal in the Europa League final. He was involved in that wonderful moment, our first ever Champions League.
Yeah, no, he was brilliant. He was brilliant.
I think people do sleep on him. He had a very good impact for us. I'm finding this so hard because I feel like the obvious one is Carvalho, but for me, I'm going to go for Branislav Ivanovic. He's got to be in the team.
You've really gone with him, haven't you?
I haven't. I went for Cahill.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for Ivanovic.
Okay. Listen, I like that defence, but it's old as fuck, for one.
Well, I mean, if you're going on age, mate, Ruud Gullit is quite old.
Yeah.
We're talking about prime.
Yeah. Okay, it's never had the most pace.
Gianfranco Zola is quite old.
Your defence has never had the most pace gifted to it.
Mate, I'm not worried about that. It's going to be compact. It's going to be fine. Alonso's going to be up there banging goals. I've got Makaleli in front of them, mate. Don't worry about the defence. I've got Petr behind them. So you've got to pick a goalie.
So your front line.
So I'm going to give you my... we'll do the team.
Let me pick a goal line then. Goalie. Okay. I think we both know what I want to do and what I should do, don't we?
Yeah.
What I want to do is pick...
Carlo Cudicini.
Yeah. But what I should do is pick...
Don't pick Courtois.
But I should pick Courtois.
No, you shouldn't.
Mate, he's a better goalkeeper than Carlo Cudicini.
Mate,
and at the end of this video, what we're going to do is we're going to put it up to the comments section and say who wins a one-off cup final out of these two teams. And I do believe my chances of winning that cup final are going to be strengthened through having Courtois in there, as much as I prefer Lenny Pidgley on a personal level. No, as much as I prefer Carlo Cudicini, I think Courtois is the sensible option. So
can I try and convince you on Carlo Cudicini?
No.
216 appearances for Chelsea.
Yeah.
2003 best keeper.
How many goals and assists?
Yeah, exactly. Not that many. 2003 best goalkeeper of the year, according to ITV. Just to let you know on that.
That was a Premier League season that would have had David Seaman in there. That was a Premier League season that would have had some class goalkeepers.
What about this one, mate? He was 160 grand. Is
that what he cost?
Yeah.
From where? Parma?
I can't even remember actually where it's from. I'll tell you what was interesting about it. It started off as a loan deal.
Really?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Wasn't even a permanent transfer when he first came in.
I loved Carlo Cudicini.
Me
Not
too.
the tallest for a goalkeeper,
Not
6'1"?
the tallest, no.
Something like that?
No.
Yeah.
I met him and he was an absolute gentleman.
I
as
bet
well.
he was. Italian gent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, for me, Carlo has to be the second choice.
And he loves Chelsea.
And also, Courtois fucking hated Chelsea.
Courtois don't like us.
Yeah.
But sometimes you've got to be ruthless to win. And
I think you're a disgrace
I'm going
to
to be
put him in.
ruthless here and go with Courtois.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right, so I'm going to recap the teams. You've got Courtois in goal, Reece James on the right, Thiago Silva, JT, Ashley Cole. That's ridiculous. I like that you went. I've definitely tried to go top heavy. Kante, Joe Cole, Hullet, Zola on the right, Costa through the middle, Eden Hazard on the left, which is also a fantastic front three as well. I mean, you cheated your way into it. But I've gone for my team. I've got Petr Cech in goal, Dave on the right, Cahill, Ivanovic, Alonso. Cahill's probably on the left. Makalele, Cesc, Lamps, Willian, Drogba, Mata.
Mate, I'm telling you, yeah, my team beats yours.
You've got a good team, right? You've got a good team. I think my midfield absolutely dominates yours.
Your midfield dominates my midfield.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, mate.
I've got the better goalkeeper.
Do you know what, mate? I honestly can't say that a midfield that has N'Golo Kante in gets dominated. If you've got a midfield that has N'Golo Kante in it, and then fucking, I don't know, two shitters next to him.
I just can't see
But
Ruud
you've
Hullet
got
being a double
Ruud
pivot.
Hullet.
Yeah.
And we don't need a double pivot. Don't need it.
I do worry about it. I worry that you're going to get decimated in the midfield. I think
But
you know
what's coming.
Other than that,
you?
your defense is unbelievable, and I have to say your front three is also pretty good.
So who do you think, if you've been honest, the comments are going to go with here?
I think that the comments are going to go for yours.
I think they're going to go with mine. I'm hoping they're going to go with mine. Let's see. Let's put it down to the comment section and let's see who you guys think. A one-off match, by the way, a cup final. Who's winning out of the draft picks that we have just picked? People, do me a massive favour, but do yourself a favour. Subscribe to Josh's channel. It is linked in the description to this video, and I will see you all in the next one.